protests keep rolling on, and we'll move to the baseball diamond. And a fan at the Cardinals-Brewers game unfurled a banner that featured the Cardinals mascot holding signs that said, quote, "Racism lives here," and, quote, "Stop killing us." If you recall, former police officer Jason Stockley was acquitted in the shooting death of Anthony Lamar Smith in St. Louis. Mike, do you think that sports arenas have become the battleground for civil protests?
I think that they can be, as long as it's done sort of in a safe way, not just specifically with players who are protesting with the national anthem and everything, but with fans, as we've pointed out here. Of course, there was another incident, I think, also earlier this season that happened following the Adam Jones situation that went down at Fenway Park. So I think absolutely, the big thing that people seem to be forgetting about with some of these protests that have happened is that people are coming out with this idea that the protesters or the people these athletes that are standing up for a cause, that they've sort of lost light as to what or lost sight as to what they're fighting for. Well, specifically when Colin Kaepernick came out and he made this stand for when he made his kneel for what he felt that he believed in, it was really just sort of specific towards police brutality against African Americans, or not just African Americans, but minorities here throughout this country. And I think as long as we have incidents that are continuing to happen with black people who are getting pulled over by police, shot and killed when they're not, things like that, you're going to see a growing trend of protests and things like this to happen, specifically in sporting events. So I think, Keisha, without a doubt, with this divide that we have in this country, we're going to see a lot more of these situations occur.
Yeah, I think that there's always been a marriage between sports and politics. We've seen boycotts of the Olympics. We've seen fist holding during the Olympics because of some social and/or political issues going on in respective countries. So there's always been this synergy. And the one thing that I like about this kind of protest is that the message does not get diluted with patriotism because it's not being done during something that's traditional. So this banner was displayed outside of the national anthem, and that's where things have gotten really muddled when it comes to these anthems, because they're happening during the national anthem and people are saying, this is unpatriotic, if you don't like the country you should leave, and all this other stuff, instead of focusing on the reason why people are kneeling, people are sitting down. So I really like this kind of protest, and it's on a public stage, so cameras are always ready to catch something like this. So I think that this will continue because there is a heightened sense of awareness and activism in this day and age.